Welcome to our third grade worksheet lesson number 19. And to start off, we're going to be choosing the number or the letter of the number sentence that matches. So, looking at number 1, we have 5 plus 5 plus 5. And that's basically telling us that 5 is being multiplied 3 times because it appears 3 times. So, this is equal to 5 times 3. And if we look into our choices, we can see we have G, 5 times 3 equals 15. And if we want to check, we can add this up simply. So 5 plus 5 is 10, plus 5 is 15. They're the same, so we know that for number 1, our answer is G. For number 2, here we're doing the same thing. But instead we have 4 plus 4 plus 4 plus 4. So 4 appears 4 times. So that tells us that this one is being 4 is being multiplied 4 times. And we look at our choices over here, and we see for C, 4 times 4 equals 16. If we want to check, 4 plus 4 is 8, and there's 2 of them, so 8 plus 8 is 16. So we know that number 2 is C. And for number 3, we have 9 plus 9 plus 9. As the same for number 1, we know that it's 9 times 3. And we look at our examples, and we see for H, 9 times 3 equals 27. And if we want to check, 9 plus 9 is 18, and plus 9 again is 27. So we know that our answer for number 3 is H. Moving on to this page, we're going to be completing these problems, and we're going to solve these like how we solved them on the previous page. So 3 times 8, that's basically telling us that 8 is being added 3 times. So we have 8 plus 8 plus 8. So we can just do 8 plus 8, which is 16, and plus another 8 is 24. So then that tells us that our answer for number 1 is 24. Number 2, we have 5 times 5, and that tells us that 5 is being added 5 times. So 5 plus 5 plus 5 plus 5 and plus 5. Oh, and then we can just add these all up. So 5 plus 5 is 10, 5 plus 5 is 10, and we have this other 5 right here. Add the two tens together, we have 20, and then plus 5 is 25. And so our answer for number 2 is 25. On the other side, we have 7. For number 7, we have 6 times 3, and that's also telling us, same as number 1, that 6 is being added 3 times. So 6 plus 6 plus 6. And you can just calculate this by adding. So 6 plus 6 is 12, and plus 18, plus 6 is 18. So our answer for number 7 is 18. And lastly, for this page, we have number 8. We have 2 times 8. And that's basically telling us that 8 is being added 2 times. So 8 plus 8. And that gets us 16. On this page, we have an example shown where it shows uh, a square, a grid, which is 4 rows of 5. As we can see, we have 1, 2, 3, 4 rows of 5 each. And then, over example, we have 4 times 5 equals 20. And so, looking at number B, or our first example, or first actual one, we can count our rows first by counting down. So we have 1, 2, 3 rows. And then we count how many are in each row. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in each row. So 3 rows of 6, which is basically the same thing as 3 times 6. And like we did before, we can just do 6 plus 6 plus 6. And then that gets us 18. And so our answer for number B is 18. And lastly, for our word problems, number 1, the sum of Haley's age and Jenny's age is 26. If Haley is 8 years older than Jenny, how old are Haley and Jenny? So we want to find what possible age combination can equal 26 when added together, but Haley is always going to be 8 years older than Jenny. So let's try this out. let's try, let's imagine that Haley is 16 and Jenny is 8. So we can add these two together and we get 24, which is 2 years off. And so now we'll add 1 to each number. So then now we'll try 17 and 9. And 17 and 9, that gets us 26. And 17 is 8 greater than 9, so we know this is the correct answer. So Haley is 17 and Jenny is 9. And lastly for number 2, Abigail needs a notebook that costs $2.05 and a package of pencils that costs $1.99. She has $5. Does she have enough money to buy both items? So we're checking if Abigail has enough money. So let's first add her money first, or add up the cost of what she wants. So that's 205 plus 199. You can add these two together. We get 5 plus 9 is 14, so we put a 4, carry the 1. 0 plus 9 is 9, plus 1 is 10, so put a 0, carry the 1. And then 1 plus 2 plus 1 is 4. And so the total cost of what she wants is $4.04. And since we know she has $5, and we know that 5 is greater than 4, that means that yes, she has enough money to buy both items.